Chris. Use those muscles, man. Chris! Chris, you've got this, you got this. Hello everyone, and welcome to Resident Evil. I have had a monumental amount of trouble trying to get this game to work, and as I mentioned briefly in the Cry of Fear video I uploaded last, it is because of a patch that the developers did, I believe. It messed with the game's FPS or something like that. I've had a lot of trouble getting it to work. My computer's really old, but it's not that bad, so it should be able to run the game fine. Anyways, with that out of the way, with the technical difficulties sorted, I'm excited to play this game. I love the Resident Evil series. I have a lot of history with it, and it's been a long time since I played the first Resident Evil game. I'll be playing the remake, because it's all I have available right now. Or the remaster, sorry, there's a difference. It's not made from the ground up, it's just remastered. So, with that out of the way, I say we just get started. Oh yeah, and this is something that won... I didn't mean to press that, I'm sorry, I gotta say this really quickly. This is something that won the... Oh, never mind. This is something that won the voting poll. But to anyone who voted another game, don't worry, I'll play those at some point in the future. It shouldn't take too long, it depends on how fast I beat these games. Which, if I keep going at the pace I have been, probably not that fast. Now then, I don't know the difference between alternate and original control scheme, so I'm just gonna go with alternate because I trust that they made it better. Question, how do you like your games? Like climbing a mountain, fulfilling but takes a lot of work. Like going on a hike, good exercise but not too strenuous. Like taking a walk, you can relax and enjoy yourself. The first one resonates a lot with me. I always like playing on the hardest difficulties, and this is obviously determining what difficulty you want. I really like the way they did that, it's very fun. I don't remember if it's Jill or Chris that is the main storyline, because with the way Resident Evil does things, you can play as two perspectives, but it's somewhat confusing, because the perspectives also have like timeline changes. So, for example, if you choose to play as Jill, Chris is missing, but if you choose to play as Chris, Barry is missing when you first enter the mansion. But I do believe that the canon sequence of events is Chris, although both of these stories did happen, I think, just not exactly the way they play out in Jill's story. So I do believe that it's Chris's story that's the canon one, but I don't know. My Resident Evil knowledge is rusty at best. I don't have an issue with playing as Chris though, he's awesome. And he has a way cooler looking knife. He doesn't start with a gun though, which is annoying.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone, situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots, Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of their mission.
Found it yet?
No, not yet, Brett. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. The Bravo Team was sent in to investigate, but we lost contact.
Look, Chris.
Bravo Team's helicopter was a derelict. Save for the remaining body of Kevin. We continued our search for the other members, and it turned into a nightmare. this way. Damn it! Make for that mansion!
I don't know what the point.
3 Stars members left now. Captain Wesker, Jill, and myself. We don't know where Barry is.
Is everyone all right?
Barry. Where's Barry?
He's...
No. What was that?
I'll go and check it out.
all right. Jill and I will stay and secure this area.
Chris? Take care.
Yeah.
It seems to be running smoothly so far. Fingers crossed that it keeps doing that. Oh, and this is smooth. Alright. Keep doing this, please. More of this. Alright, first things first. I have several questions. Maybe I wasn't paying attention, but what happened to Chris's gun? I swear he was rocking the same gun as Jill and Wesker. And now he just doesn't have it. What happened? Did he give it to someone? I need to watch that back and more carefully watch for a moment where he would have lost his gun. He also starts with a lighter. It's a brass lighter coated with gold. Chris, why are you rocking such a impressive lighter? He legit just has an actual lighter coated in gold. I didn't know he was packing money like that. What was I saying? Oh right, yeah. The second question is, why was Jill's aim so bad? She stood there dumbfounded for a few moments after missing like 20 shots on 4 dogs that were all standing still. I mean, I believe it was Chris that shot the dog that was jumping after her, and that dog was in mid-air, coming down fast. And Chris shot it in the head. Oh, I guess I was gonna say, I guess it was foggy, but it was foggy for Chris too. I mean, I expect that kind of aim from Albert. I mean, that like legendary aim from Albert. So I was a bit shocked to see Chris also has pretty good aim, but I expect Jill to have way better aim than that, but again, I don't know her history. This is the first time you see her in the games. Maybe this is her first time going on a mission. And if so, that's one heck of a start. Here's Chris's superior knife. Carbon reinforced alloy blade with serrated edges. Chris has been using it since his days in the Air Force. It's also been reinforced with the strongest material on Earth, that being Chris's muscle fibers. Ink ribbon. This is what we use to save. I mentioned this previously in Cry of Fear, when it said on Nightmare mode you have to save using like tape or something like that. This is that. This is what I was referencing. We won't save yet though, because I believe I recalled that you have to use your saves strategically. Otherwise you'll screw yourself and you'll have to keep replaying certain segments over and over and over again. Issue is though, I don't remember where those important segments are, so that'll be fun. I freaking love the way it opens up. The animations are so cool. To be used with a typewriter. It also has some writing in it, but I can't read it because it's too low poly. Or too low textured. It's not polys, it's a low texture. A large, filth-encrusted jar. You can just say a dirty jar, Chris. You don't have to say filth-encrusted. Where'd you go to school to learn English? Is it some fancy school? You got a robust vocabulary, dude. Will you take the emblem? I mean, if I can take it, I will. From the status screen, select an item and then select the exam command. The details of the item will be displayed. I already know this, but thank you. I appreciate the help. It's gold all around the outer edges due to frequent fitting. So it's been used a lot, basically. Cool. A picture of two knights striking each other. The short sword has been thrusted into the breast of one knight, while the long sword has pierced the head of the other. I had to read that really slowly because it was going really slowly, and I don't think it would let me skip forward. Never mind, that's how you do it. Okay, I'm stupid. When the two have run each other through, the path to your destiny will open. Cheers. The little door animation is awesome. I suppose it is slow, but I don't mind that at all. I really like it. I saw there was like a mod or something to remove those. Why would you want to remove those? Well, I guess if you're speedrunning, maybe. It's locked from the other side. That's always a good sign. It's locked. An emblem of armor is carved into the lock. The emblem I have right now is too big to fit into any of these locks, so I won't bother trying. It's locked. An emblem of a sword is carved into the lock. Alright, so we need an emblem of a shield and a sword. Or was it armor? Nah, I'm sure it's fine. There's an elevator here. It doesn't look like you can access it from this floor. And now we're about to see a classic moment in horror game history. What I love is how the zombie dressed for the occasion. This is some fine dining. Where are you going? I'm not by the window. Although nice job trying to predict where I would go, zombie. The corpse of your comrade Kenneth. It looks like he's holding something. It's a film that belonged to Kenneth. I need a video player to see what's recorded on it. The corpse of your comrade Kenneth. It looks like his throat's been torn out. You know, it's possible he might have still been alive when we walked in. Since his throat was torn out, he wouldn't really have been able to yell or anything. I mean, how long can you even live if your throat's been torn out? Better report back to Wesker. Right, there's kind of a zombie here. Also, if you're wondering why I'm not fighting him, all I have is this knife, and I'm not good at fighting with a knife. I'm not, well, I have beaten this game using only a knife before, but that was way back in the day. And the second reason, if you kill zombies, later on in the game, the corpses of the zombies you killed, if you haven't burned them, or shot their heads, they will come back to life, and ruin your life. Because they'll be way stronger, they'll be red and gross and weird, well, even more than they already are. They'll have claws, they'll run really fast, and they'll be a pain to take down, and they'll be really strong. Even Chris would struggle with things of that magnitude. Please work. Please don't be slow. Please don't be slow. Yes!
Wesker? Jill? Where did they go?
This is why you don't split up, Chris. Never split up. In situations like this, you need your eyes on your comrades at all times. It's so nice that the game's actually working for once. Oh, is this Jill's gun? I think it is. Well, that's not a good sign. She kind of needs that. Equiparoonie. I'm not doing a knife-only run. Maybe in the future. Maybe after I beat this, if I feel like it. A Star's custom automatic fires 9mm Parabolem rounds. Yep, I know what that is. I know what a Parabolem round is. Seems that's all he has to say about it. Cool. I think he looked cooler with the knife. I don't want to have to equip the gun every time I want to use it, though. Wonder what's on the other side of this door. Yeah, that was mortifying. I regret coming down here now. I don't know why my instinct was to go down first. A heavy-looking picture. Can we leave? I mean, the dogs are out there, but I have good aim. Chris, close the door! Chris! Oh, baby, I triple... Whew. Die. Oh, no! Oh, baby! You can't see it right now, but I have this big, stupid, open-mouthed face. Because I didn't expect that. I thought Chris would close the door. He just looked at the dogs. Oh, I wonder what's out here. I hope that thing doesn't come back to life later. I just used... How much ammo have I used? 10. I've used 5 bullets. An emblem of a helmet. How many emblems are there? Maybe I should have gone upstairs first. Woman drawing water. Is that written on the thing, or is that just your description? A portrait hangs on the wall. It almost seems like it's watching you. It probably is, Chris. A portrait hangs on the wall. It almost seems like it's watching you. Don't you know, Chris, all of these creepy, weird, strange mansions have security cameras in the paintings. Whoa now. I'm not quite ready to see what's behind there yet. It looks like they could come to life at any moment. An emblem of a sword. Okay, that's great. I really need those emblems. There's something up there. Maybe I can push this to the thing. Can you pull? That's not really what I want, Chris, but... You know, I'm glad you can do that. Alright, I can push like that. That worked out. I think it needs to be a little more forward. Yeah, that looks about right. There's a map of Mansion 1F. Take it? Yes, please. Green means it's cleared out. Red means it needs stuff. Okay, cool. There's still something in this area. I'm guessing it's behind this. The FPS kind of dipped here, but I think that's just because there's a lot in this area, so I don't mind that. There's nothing of use here. Well, you don't know that. An eerie picture of the mansion. Dude, the tank controls are... I actually kind of like them because with the camera angle and the tank controls, you have no idea what's around the other corner. And I love it when horror games utilize that kind of thing. Will you take the dagger? Yes, I will. Using defense items such as daggers will allow you to escape momentarily when grabbed by an enemy. However, you will not be able to escape when the enemy grabs from behind. To equip a defensive item, go to the status screen and then select an item from the defensive item menu. Then select the equip command. If your defensive item mode is set to manual in the controller settings, you must press LB to use the defensive item. I'm going to assume it's automatically on manual and just press LB whenever it happens. Various art supplies. Yep, that's this area cleared out. You've got to be kidding me. I just got an item, don't make me waste it. Chris. Chris, don't trip, you'll regret it. I'll make you regret it. Don't make me use my item. Wow. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. What are the chances I can lock this guy in there? Chris? Chris. Use those muscles, man. Chris! You've got this, you 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 got this. You are a legend! Maybe push it a little more. How does it feel being stupid and dead? That is what I'm talking about. I think now would be a good time to save. I mean, I have stuff. I kind of want to see what's upstairs first. I kind of don't, though. You know what? Let's just save anyways. If I regret it, then I'll learn from it and I'll know when's a better point to save in the future. I won't know when a better point to save is if I don't make the mistake first, you know? So let's go and make those mistakes. Ah, my old saves, that's so cool. Whoa, I really have a particular fondness for Chris. Most of these are Chris. And there's another Chris to add to the number count there. I just really like how tanky he is. Jill, I believe she goes down way quicker. But she moves faster too, so that's a bonus. But it doesn't really matter much when you have tank controls. Or at least if you're not good at using tank controls. If you're good at using tank controls, then it's not an issue. But I kind of suck at it. So I like Chris's endurance. It makes things a lot easier for me. Also, I'm guessing that item is to do with this puzzle, because this is obviously a puzzle, and I remember it being a puzzle. I wonder if Chris will let me do the thing now. I must need an item from upstairs, so I'll work on going up there. Unfortunately though, that's all the time I have for this episode. I've got to go soon, so I will be continuing this tonight. I've also noticed the FPS is kind of going down a bit. I wonder if how long you play for affects that. That's kind of annoying. Anyway, this is really interesting. We're stuck in a mansion. Albert and Jill are missing, so we'll resume our search for them next time. I know what's in the basement. I know what made that creepy sound when I went to the gate. But I'm excited for you guys, if you don't know what's down there, to find out. Because it is mortifying. I'm looking forward to this. I think it's going to be a great series. So, I hope you all have a great morning, day, and or night, and I'll see you in the next one.